Hi folks, Steve here from PS3 Spares. Now today I want to show you a quick and easy little routine or little fix for the PS3 Slim. Now often what happens with them is that like on this one you get no power whatsoever. I'll lift that up, you can see there isn't even a red light on there. So then what often happens is that people send away for a replacement power supply unit or PSU. Now you don't have to with the Slim, because the Slim has a little mechanism inside, a little fuse mechanism and a little potentiometer, two little potentiometers that you can adjust to get power back on your Slim. It'll take you less than half an hour to do it, and you'll be up and running, up and gaming again very quickly without any cost whatsoever. So let me just show you what to do here. First thing is to just switch off at the mains the power supply, which I've just done, and then remove your power supply cable from the back and make sure that that's switched off. And then I've showed you how to open the Slim on another video, so just to make this one as quick and painless as possible, I've already removed most of the screws. So we'll just remove this last screw and I'll just remove the lid. Now turn this up the other way around. This is your power supply unit, your PSU, and this is what we need to work on to get your system running again. So we just remove this cable and remove that cable. Now that one's got a little squeezy on it. You just press that when you're removing it, and that leaves us in a position to just remove two screws, one from there and one from there. And this will just lift out. Now I've had this one out before, so it'll lift out very easily, but when you first remove it, it might get stuck on this side, so it's just a case of gently prising it back and forward until the whole thing lifts out. And as I say, it probably won't come out as easy as that one, but it will just rock it back and forward until it comes out. Now, so this is the PSU unit that we're going to work on. And now, just one word of warning: if you've had this plugged in, or if it's just gone, there'll be a static charge in the board. So leave it for a period of time, whether it's half an hour or an hour or what have you. Just leave it to for that static charge to discharge, or you might just get a shock. Now it's not going to kill you or anything like that, but it's just not pleasant. You get a sharp shock up your hand, and the reason for that is that these have capacitors in them and they store electricity. Now remove the little it's a little Phillips screw. Remove that, and then this is the tricky part. Now, as I say, I've had this one open before, so it's not going to be as tricky for me as it may be for you. Along here, and I'll lift this up closer, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little tabs that need to be pushed in so that this bottom part can be pulled down. Now, the way I normally do it is I start at one end, push the tab in and get my finger in there so that it doesn't click back together again, and then I just work my way along each one. Now, as I say, I've had this one open before, so it's come apart quite easily. And so once it's in that situation, you just have to pull it apart and it'll make a click and a bang, and there you go, it's opened. That's your circuit board. Now it's the top half of that we want to work on. So we flip it over, and as I say, potentially get a cloth or a glove or something to hold that with if you've just if it's still charged. There you go. I had this one on 10 or 15 minutes ago, so and it doesn't have any charge in it, so there we go. Now I'll bring this closer. There's what it looks like on the inside, and there are three things to look at here. Here's the two little potentiometers that can be adjusted to set it going again, and then over here is a fuse. Make sure that's on camera. Sorry, there's a fuse. Now, replacing the fuse is a bit of a bigger job than just adjusting the potentiometers, because it needs to be soldered in there and there. Now, this one's not broken, so I'm not going to, well, I don't know. We'll adjust these first, and if that works, then we don't have to worry about the fuse. If that doesn't work, the chances are the fuse is blown. Okay, so let's just do the simple one first, which is adjust these two little potentiometers here. And all you have to do, if you look at them, and I'll try and bring this in a bit closer, there we go. Can you see there are two little blue marker lines on them? Now ordinarily they'll be lined up. Whenever you open yours, they'll be lined up. Now I've adjusted this one before, and you can see mine aren't aligned. So all you've got to do is take them from their aligned position and turn them in an anti-clockwise direction. You don't have to turn them far, just turn them a little bit, and that should work for you. There we have it. I'll show that in close up. I'll just turn them a little bit more. Just all you do is put a little screwdriver in them, see them turning. Just turn them away from the lined up position in an anti-clockwise direction. There we go. And that's you. That's all you need to do to get your PS3 working again. Very, very simple. Now, I'll just show you how to put this back together again. You get your base, and you plonk it on the base. There's a little tab there. Sorry. There's a little tab there that goes through a hole in the base. There, see that hole goes through that. So you just line those up and it just pops on. There we go. And then we get our top half, and just make sure it's the right way around, and we pop it over the top. Now we need to do a bit of pushing and shoving with this, and it will crack and bump, but it'll not break. You just make sure that's all back together, and you take the little screw and screw it in. Okay, there we go. Bring this back up and set that back in. Now, just take the little screws, screw them back in. And then reconnect the two cables. This cable comes from the main supply, and then this one is your output that comes from the PSU onto the main board or the motherboard. Now all we have to do is retrieve the mains cable, which dropped off the end there, plug it in, and there you have it. It's sorted. I don't know if you can see that red glow or not, but anyway, there we go. She's working. And that's how to get the power back on your Slim. I hope this has helped you. Bye.